I'm not ready to go yet, okay? I'm not ready. You gotta wait. I got shit to do. I'm in the middle of something, all right? Just hold on.
Watch your mouth or don't come in here.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, people, come on, we're adults here.
You know what? What is the point?
Yeah, we're adults here. I got a fucking Burger King fucking thing on my head. We're all fucking adults here, guys. People in my chat, 2 words. What are they? 2 words. Let me see the chat flood. Let me see the chat flood. 2 words. Okay, next caller. Please. Let's get into the meat and potatoes, which translate in American to dick and balls.
I got flip-flops. These are my flip-flops. Yeah, I really like my flip-flops because I can put them on. Because look, watch me put them on. I can put them on all by myself. Watch me put them on. Look, are you watching? Look, these are my flip-flops.
Thanksgiving Day. I remember it clearly. It was Thanksgiving Day. I was inserting myself in somebody else's fucking business as a cash grab, and you know.
This channel is harsh reality.
Karen Yak se jodió la sucia vida. Amen.
This is Jonathan Lee Riches. I have cheeseburgers. I'm gonna put cheese on them. I'm gonna make sure that I have my hamburgers because I'm a big boy now and I can make the hamburgers. My mom lets me use the stove now.
And I'm just like, wow, I like receipts, and they brought receipts. Like they had evidence to back up everything they said. And I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be another side to this, right? Like, this can't. No, this is too fantastic.
Yeah, because you're not going to just jump to the conclusion that there's a conspiracy amongst cops to cover up a murder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, cops and just like soccer moms and shit. Like, that's what made it even crazier. Like,
yeah, get it, Betty. Yeah,
did you have a close relationship with your mom?
Get it, Betty.
Oh, of course, I still do.
Yeah.
My older sister was kind of sad. She was more of the prissy girl, like
that is the best shit fucking
shopping for the dresses with mommy. I was the tomboy that liked playing with the feet.
Shout out to Cherry for just being easily the most faithful and loyal supporter that I've ever had. That someone could have that tenacity with loyalty. And I'm really blessed to have someone like Cherry be part of this channel and in my life. So it means a lot. And yes, I named him after Mr. T and Rocky. Say, woman. Say, woman. Say, woman. Since your old man ain't got no heart, why don't you come down to my apartment tonight and I'll show you a real man. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this little dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I love you guys very, 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 very much. And we will do this again very soon, my friends. Oh, say bye. Say bye. Oh, I love you too. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. Bye, guys. Good evening, people. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness, folks. Sorry. I mean, I get the giggles. Now, here's the thing. Like, I want to be very clear. All right. I'm not necessarily like happy about the outcome here. I want to be very clear about that. Like, but it is funny. It is funny. So but here's the thing about that. All right. So what I'm gonna do, most of this stream, it's not gonna be that long, and most of this stream is just gonna be I'm gonna open the phone lines and I'm gonna let people call in. But I'm gonna give you guys a little background. Okay. So everybody in the trauma community now is so invested with the fact that Bullhorn Betty has been arrested. She recently had 3 protective orders filed against her from parents of a missing child. That missing child being Sebastian Rogers, who went missing out of Sumner County in Tennessee. Excuse me, sorry. And I'm going to share just this while we're because I obviously have to do this. And Cherry is going to share the Cherry, and thank you for sharing that, Cherry. She's going to share the basic information about Sebastian Rogers in the chat. And here I posted this a couple days ago. He's age 15, height 5'5", 120 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, and he was last seen on February 26th in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. Now, as I understand it, Sebastian Rogers is autistic. As I also understand it, I've heard mixed things. I've heard that he is verbal. I've heard that he is nonverbal. I heard that he's somewhat verbal. I really don't know those things because I got to be completely honest with you folks. I have avoided, for the most part, any type of discussion about this case because from the beginning, it's been nothing but toxic. It's been absolutely toxic. And how these cases become toxic, folks, is because YouTubers will get involved with these cases. They will reach out to family members. The family members will become desperate. These YouTubers who are opportunists will see an opportunity here. They will reach out to these families of victims. Clever. Please stop that. Thank you. They will reach out to the family members of these victims, and as the opportunists that they are, they will take advantage of the fact that these parents are like, well, we'll take whatever help we can get, anything to get the information out there. So if somebody has a platform of even, where they go live and they have maybe even 100 people watching, that's 100 people that have never seen my loved one's image. And they don't know that he's missing. And maybe they know somebody in the Tennessee area and they can share this poster in their personal social media. And what ends up happening is these people will take advantage of the fact that these parents are desperate for any type of attention onto their loved one's case, and they will these YouTubers will ask them questions, and they will, and it's not just YouTubers. Nancy Grace was one of the most disgusting people involving this case. As usual, Nancy Grace fucking sucks. She's awful. And they will they will basically interrogate these family members. And so what ends up happening is these family members will try to answer these questions without understanding how visceral the intentions are. And they don't realize that they're being interrogated. They don't realize they're getting the third degree. And then they don't realize that literally anything that they say is being inventoried so it can be twisted and amplified and used to perpetuate rumor, perpetuate rumor, and in the process, there's a lot of drama. People are too busy pointing fingers. People are too busy making accusations. And then this child, who there's no evidence of any foul play. Nobody is officially being investigated. Nobody is officially being is being named as a suspect or a person of interest. Again, no foul play has been detected, or at least it has not been announced by law enforcement. You have the FBI, you have the TBI with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, you have the Sumner County Sheriff's Department. You have all of these different entities of law enforcement who are looking for this child. But then you have these YouTubers who think that they're doing something, and they are absolutely not. None of them are. None of them. As I stated in this post, this very post, I'll scroll up a little bit. Just a reminder, anyone who talks about Sebastian Rogers' case beyond simply sharing his pic description and last seen information is low-life gutter trash, and I hope you get infections brought on by your own filth. And I absolutely mean every fucking word of that. I think anybody who has been capitalizing off of this child's name by talking about the drama that is within this family is a low-life piece of shit. An absolute low-life piece of shit. Anybody who's doing it, any creator who's doing it. I don't care if I'm cool with those creators. I don't care if I'm not. I'm sorry, but if you're doing this after knowing me for as long as you've known me and you know how I feel about it, well, then you shouldn't be surprised at me calling you a low-life piece of shit. And Betty has been doing this. Bullhorn Betty's been one of these people. This is somebody who I've been calling out for this for years and years. It got to the point to where I got tired of doing it. It got to the point where it became boring to me. And it also got to a point where actually it was at that point the entire time when I was covering her, where I was saying it's just a matter of time before she is put in handcuffs and put in jail. It is just a matter of time before the families of these victims start fighting back. And here's the thing is, I want to be very clear. I have no idea. I don't know if Sebastian Rogers, any of Sebastian Rogers' loved ones, any of the adults in his life had anything to do with his disappearance in a nefarious way. I have no idea whatsoever. But because I have no idea, and one of the reasons why I have no idea is because there's no evidence to indicate that there is. So I have to assume that they are just grieving people, that they are just very sad, upset, and extremely worried people. I have to assume this. I have to make decisions based on this and how I approach these situations. But this has become so spun out of control that, again, the child gets lost in all of this. This happened to Summer Wells. This is just beyond insane. Yeah, there is no evidence of foul play. That means that if you're taking a side with either of the side of the parents, because that's the thing is as I understand it, these parents, like, they're split up and they're in separate new relationships, and these parents are fucking pointing fingers at each other and siding with YouTubers. And I hate to say this, but it's the fucking truth. From what I've seen, these parents are part of the problem. It is the same thing with Dawn and Candace. Do I think that Dawn Wells and Candace Bly had anything to do with the disappearance of Summer? No, I don't. At least I have nothing to tell me that they did. I have no evidence to indicate that they did. So I will not jump to the conclusion that they did this. I will not jump to the conclusion that they're responsible. Because if you're not advocating for the child, or if you are advocating for the child, since this child is not old enough to make any decisions on their own, they have parents in their lives. Whether you think that these parents are fit parents or not, that's not up for you to decide. The fact is that the only, and dare I say, Christian thing to do, because most of you claim to be Christian, the Christian thing to do is to be empathetic. Try to walk in their shoes for a moment. And if you're wrong, it's okay to be wrong. If you're wrong about their character, it's okay to be wrong about their character. Well, why do you feel like you have to be the person who called it and got it right? Why not just think, okay, well, I have no idea what the issue is. And I hope I'm not wrong about these parents, but I'm going to support them. I'm just going to stand by their side. That's it. It's not that hard. But I guess it is for people who are too opportunistic. I guess it's too difficult for people who see dollar signs and that's all they see. Because, I mean, nobody's trying to say not to make money on YouTube, man. Nobody's trying to say that. Make your money. That's fine. But when you are misleading people as to where that money is going, because that's the thing is, the truth is if I would say that if law enforcement were so inclined to get something on Betty, they could get her for fraud, because she has for years said, okay, well, here's where your money's going if you donate to me, and this is what I'm going to do. And then she doesn't do it. She'll say this is for I'm going to go search for a missing child. And then what does she do? She searches for about 30 minutes, doesn't even really search, and then ends up at a fucking Trump rally somewhere along the way, somewhere nearby. She ends up at a Trump rally. So basically you're donating to her to go fucking support Trump. And what's funny is there's a lot of people that would give her money for that. Why not just say that's what you're doing? Diane G gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Diane G. Wow. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness. And Jojo Fish, welcome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Nobody's saying not to make your money. We're all YouTubers, I make money here. But the thing is what you're donating to. I don't come up here and say, hey, well, and some channels do this, and this is fine that they do this. I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying what I do is different. What I do is simply very cut and dry. You know where your money is going, period. you know exactly where your money's going and why you're donating. Okay. You have links that Cherry will drop in chat and that are in the description. Cherry will drop, if I'm talking about Turtle Boy, Jerry will drop Turtle Boy's link for his defense fund in the chat. If you want to support Karen Reed and her defense fund, well, you can look in the description. I always have it in the description, and you can donate to that. So I mean, you always know. I do not put on the whole, hey, if you donate here, blah blah blah. Now, if you donate. If you donate to any of the links that are scrolling across the bottom of your screen right here, or super chat, it will go towards a defense for Bullhorn Betty. Yes, that's right, people. It will go towards a defense for Bullhorn Betty, people. Okay? Absolutely. That I promise you. All right. Now, as soon as somebody donates, I'll show you exactly what I mean. Guys are like, wait, what? Why? What? Why? Now I'm gonna get into a little history here. I haven't even been drinking. I'm gonna get into a little history here. Let me show you guys this real quick. Let's see if I can find it. Jesus. Oh, do I want to get into that? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, so Case just donated a Cash App. Thank you, Case. As promised, that money will go directly towards BHB defense. Okay, not legal defense, mind you. And no, that's not going to go to legal fees. I want you to know what this does is it finances me to be able to tell you guys, Betty really tries her best. Okay, I'm going to defend Betty a little bit. Please try to support Betty as much as you can and understand when you bleach your hair the way that she does. I mean, it's probably going to have some effects on the brain. I don't think it's her fault that she's the way she is. Okay, it's not exactly her fault the way that she is, folks. Okay, now that's just a taste. That's $3.50 plus another $2 worth of Bullhorn Betty defense. And that's going to keep going all night, folks. Okay, that's going to keep going all night. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate it. Now let's get into this. This is a little off subject, or at least the title is. And this is by Chronicles of the Shady. Chronicles of the Shady has been very, very active. Oh my God! Wait, what?
I think we got a super chat. Super chat. I think we got a super chat. Super chat. Super chat.
Crafting with Amy. Does anyone know the specifics of the order?
I think we got a super chat. 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 Super chat.
Okay, I let that go because there's a few of them. I've been waiting for your reaction since the news broke. People, it's not Betty's fault, okay? Betty's been arrested so many fucking times that it's just embedded in her mind, okay? It's just embedded in her mind. Subconsciously, she's going to do things that are just going to get her to be arrested. It's not her fault, people. It's not her fault, okay? All right? Oh, my God, $10 worth of Betty defense. Hold on. When has BHB ever been correct? When has she ever contributed anything of substance? When has she ever shown up for anything other than self-serving reasons? Never. Tragedy Pimp at its finest. Yeah, she's the worst. Yeah, she's one of the worst. She's not even the worst, but she's one of the worst. She's one of the worst. Except you guys don't understand her, okay? Listen, hair bleach costs money. Damn, I already said that one. Okay, hold on. Alcohol that she doesn't drink supposedly costs money, people. Okay? Do you understand? All right? Men that are willing to date her cost her money. Okay, people? Do you understand? Jesus, y'all need to fucking be more empathetic, okay? Just take my money, Ernie Birdie. All right, more Bullhorn Betty defense. Listen, people. Okay? Every morning she gets up, she does coffee club. Okay? There's no telling what kind of shit's in the water in Florida. There's no telling what's going on up there in northern central Florida with the water. And she puts this shit with her coffee. She uses it for her coffee every day. How's she supposed to be responsible for her actions? Huh? I don't understand how you all are. That makes no sense. Oh my God. It just keeps it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Dad, 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 dad. I think we got a super dad. I think we got a super dad. I think we got a.
Y'all are so funny. For Betty's prison mama. Prison mama, listen, I have to defend Betty because I just got money for her defense. Okay. So I have to defend Betty. Okay. Miss this. People, you got to understand. All right. I'm going to continue to defend Betty. I got to keep going with the show. Okay. But I got to continue to defend Betty. I'm going to do that. Trust me. Don't worry. As we move on forward, and I got another Cash App here. Paula, thank you so much, and Oracle, thank you so much for the Cash Apps. I appreciate you. Let's get to this. Let me give you guys a little bit of background. Okay, a lot of you guys are fresh to Bullhorn Betty and her antics. Let me give you guys a little bit of background. Some of you guys are caught up on some of this. Some of you guys aren't. Now. There's going to be a lot of mention of other YouTubers. Now, I don't fuck with these YouTubers anymore, man. I don't like them. They don't like me. And I've just had my fill of this side of YouTube because I truly, honestly believe that YouTube, or at least the trauma community of YouTube, is single-handedly fucking up the process to find a missing child, any missing child. I think that it is on the road to completely and totally making it next to impossible for a missing child's case to not be completely and totally fucked. And I think that it's the trauma community's fault directly, and I want nothing to do with it. I want absolutely fucking nothing to do with it. But you're going to see some of these people. These are people who I used to talk about. I don't really talk about it anymore. But yeah.
Ask crafting with Amy. Does anyone know the specifics of the order? Now I have a screenshot of what Chris said, and I'll read it off right now. This is just a screenshot of him telling somebody else what the orders were, and it was sent to me. It says she can't say our names, she can't talk about us or Sebastian. She's not to have third-party contacts or third-party folks
now,
do it on her
just
behalf.
To give you a little bit of tea, is that handsome-sounding individual there speaking is a creator known as Queen Bee. She's an asshole, and she's Bitch Tim's master. She's Bitch Tim's shot caller. Bitch Tim doesn't make a move without her okay. And these idiots tried to get in on the Karen Reed is guilty bandwagon. And the funny thing about that is, like, you guys were great. You guys shut them down. You guys were like, I see what you guys are doing, and we don't want nothing to do with that shit. You guys could fuck off. You didn't feed into it. It was actually very beautiful. And then they had to go right back to the dumb bullshit that they were doing before, which is this bullshit that we're covering right now. Now, so a little background here because it's relevant. So so that person who must have such a beautiful singing voice who was speaking just there, she is currently in a lawsuit with Yellow Truth Seeker. Thank you so much for Betty's ramen fun. Okay, I'm done. Haha. She's not going to get that, but she will get words of encouragement from me, and I'm going to defend her actions to some degree, at least $1.99's worth, because that's where that goes. I can't promise that that's going to Betty's ramen fund. Sorry. So we exploit the exploiters here, people. This has never been a secret. So now this person who is speaking, she is currently in a lawsuit with Bullhorn Betty, who Bullhorn Betty actually was the one who initiated. So these two idiots are in lawsuits with each other. And Queen Bee is countersuing. As I understand it, Betty was representing herself throughout the entire thing, and then ended up hiring a lawyer just recently, just in the last couple of days, as I understand it. Somebody named For Shizzle and For Shizzle Esquire, or something like that. I don't know. But she now has an attorney, and it's really funny because when I see people taking sides on this lawsuit, I laugh because this lawsuit is over YouTube trauma. It's over YouTube drama. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. YouTube drama that has gotten to the point to where two fucking idiots end up suing each other, right? So now in a court of law, here we are, us over here who are so pissed that the justice system is being misused to frame an innocent woman. These idiots are over here on this other side of YouTube that are just exploiting the justice system for their own stupid bullshit, for their own dumb, petty bullshit. And it's really pathetic. Case, thank you so much. Get Club a steak. No defense fund for me. Right on. Okay, fair enough. You do that, Clever? All right. It's so stupid. So, like, these two fucking morons are in a lawsuit, and the funny thing about it is they continue to talk about each other on YouTube. They continue to talk about each other. And then there's one creator who twice a week goes over the lawsuit thoroughly. And this Queen Bee fucking idiot is in that chat with a blue fucking name talking about her own case, creating evidence against her. Neither one of these idiots seem to actually care whether or not they win this lawsuit. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my life. Neither one of these two fucking morons seem to even give a shit whether or not they win this lawsuit. Neither of them are even trying. It's insane. It's just a big orgy of stupidity that goes on over there on that side of YouTube. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It got to a point I was just like, I can't anymore. I can't do it anymore. Diane G, thank you so much. Can you please name a Venmo amount to hear Stand By Your Man? Just kidding. Not trying to get you in trouble. Yeah. That's funny. Thank you so much. And remember, for 2 months, Case VH. Thank you, buddy. Okay, we're done. Much love. Okay. Appreciate it. this is just it's wild. So here they are. I mean, so this person is in a lawsuit with BHB, and here she is just talking about her like it's all good on her channel. It's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. Dude, if I'm in a lawsuit with somebody, dude, you're never gonna hear me mention that person's name publicly fucking ever so much as mention their name publicly. Never. I'd be that invested in making sure that I win this thing. But neither one of them seem to give a shit. So weird.
She isn't to post anything involving Katie, myself, my parents, kids, or me at all. Hold on, JG Comp. Did you just see what they said? Check this out. Rocco Love Betty will lose her channel. There's a bunch of us that sent letters to legal YouTube. It might not be today, but it will be soon. QB doesn't need BHB to have a successful channel. Exactly. No, I don't. But I didn't even.
You see what I mean? And they try to shut each other down. Like, look how visceral and toxic that shit is. These people, they just, all they do is just try to destroy each other because somebody said something they don't like. 99% of the time. Now, what they're trying to do is justify, okay, well, we're trying to take down Betty's channel, and they're trying to justify it because of how dangerous she is towards missing children cases and blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, because you all are just as dangerous. Every single one of you motherfuckers. Just as dangerous. Any one of these motherfuckers who sit there and perpetuate any of the fucking drama that's going on between those family members and YouTubers surrounding those family members with those family members, you people are just as fucking responsible for the status of which this investigation for this missing kid is. You're just as responsible. So sit here and act on fucking be on your fucking high horse talking about, oh, we're going to shut down Betty's channel because it's an advocacy for missing children. No, you're trying to shut down Betty's channel because you don't like what she says. Period. I have never, ever, ever even so much as hinted for calling towards getting Betty shut down. And there have been times where I said, oh man, she should be in jail. She should be arrested. But it's because I know that it was just a matter of time. And look, here it is. Mandy BS, thank you so much. Yo, member for 37 months. Wow, right on.
Didn't even know that there's letters being sent in. Shit.
I don't know nothing about that.
None of these people give a fuck about anything except toxic bullshit. That is something that I can promise you and guarantee you. Not one person on that panel gives a fuck about anything except toxic bullshit.
That
I don't either. That's the first I heard about that.
What's with that disclaimer? We do not control the actions of other people, nor does we control what happens on YouTube.
So she comes online and she continues mentioning them. They can actually submit their court findings to YouTube Legal and have her channel removed.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah, they're
Bro, listen. Listen. People love to do that. Like, yeah, just because you are toxic on YouTube, it doesn't mean, I mean, it's social media. At the end of the day, it's a social media platform. At the end of the day, that's all YouTube is. It's a social media platform. I mean, people post whatever the fuck on here from time to time. So here's an example. Here they're saying these people are just sitting around like a bunch of squawking fucking birds talking about, you could go to YouTube Legal and then you could and then you could get her channel shut down. And dude, like, that's a bunch of bullshit. Why? Because she just got arrested. A lot of people get arrested. Dude, Nick Rekieta just got busted with fucking cocaine in his house. His kids got fucking tested for cocaine and tested positive. He got his kids taken from him. The dude still has a YouTube channel. He's still fucking monetized. That doesn't, you don't think people have been trying to shut that guy down simply because they don't like what the most recent developments in his life are? You don't think that happened? That's not why. Now, YouTube may decide, this is the thing, this is the way YouTube works. YouTube will see someone who's monetized. They see themselves in a partnership with that channel. Like YouTube and I are in a partnership. Okay? Now, if YouTube decides that I am not the kind of person that they want to be in a partnership with, they have the right to sever that partnership. They have the right to take away your channel for whatever, really. But 9 out of 10 times what they'll do is they'll take away your channel simply because there's, you know, you're being threatening, or you're violating people's privacy, or things of that nature. Really, really fucked up shit. You'd have to pretty much be engaged in to get your channel taken away. And so there's, and what basically whatever, exactly what Sherry's saying, whatever's in terms of service, if you break terms of service, they have the right to boot you, and they have a certain terms of service. Now the what they'll also do, I mean, like I said, they'll take away your monetization if it's, like I said, if they feel, hey, we think you're a bad look and we don't want to be in a partnership with you. They have the right to do that. Most of the time they won't, you know, but it does happen. It does happen. But what YouTube also does not like is mass reporting. They don't like people weaponizing YouTube in order to solve their personal little bullshit beefs. And this side of YouTube right here, that's what they do. This is what they do. When it gets to that point, when things escalate, this is the nature of this side of the community, is when things escalate, they go real life. They start fucking showing up to your jobs, calling your jobs, finding out where you work, calling your jobs. They end up contacting YouTube, and they end up trying to get your channel taken away from you. And it's just really, it's just gross. It's just fucking gross. And the fact is it's just cowardly. It's just cowardly. And they'll use things like, oh, well, she's a grifter, or, oh, well, she's a dangerous person, and blah, blah, blah. And that's why we're taking her channel away. But meanwhile, most of these people, they're just involved. They're just trying to involve themselves in a beef with another creator who's honestly just as toxic, just in different ways, but just as toxic, and do everything they can to try to support their channel. And if their channel gets shut down, they go, oh my God, what an injustice. How dare they? And it's just insane. It's fucking insane. Now, again, this is just a little history to give you guys an idea of these people here. Now, the people talking right now, they're pretty fucking irrelevant. But it's going to get to...
Actually, Chris is already trying. So they were just waiting on this to be ordered. So
and then they can go back and they can show YouTube legal, look, she has this, and this, direct violations of the course orders, and they'll remove her channel.
Crash and burn, baby. Crash and burn.
See,
I mean, like, that's a classic example. This woman, after many,
and then on the other side of their mouth, they'll be like, I'll never try to take away anybody's channel. I'll never try to. I don't want anybody's channel taken away. Blah, 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 blah.
Years of harassing and destroying people's lives has not learned her lesson. She has destroyed everyone's life. And honestly, the smartest move JLR has ever done was get away from her. And the smartest move Dolly has ever done was get away from her. But you know what, Dolly? You got
Now, this is a monumentous occasion, okay? Because B. Tim is about to say something that I 100% agree with. I never thought I'd ever hear myself say that out loud.
a lot of answering to do because you fucking platformed that piece of shit, and you fucking were perfectly fine with being cool with her until the getting wasn't getting good anymore. And honestly, Dolly, you're a piece of shit too. And so is JLR, and so is anyone that platformed this woman and let her channel grow. Including you, Molly. Molly, you're a piece of shit too, because you basically sat there and grew her channel, and you allowed this monster to have a following because you were like, oh, well, she protests people I don't like.
Yeah, but I did that too. I helped a nasty ass motherfucker, a snake ass fucking bitch, help that bitch grow the channel to what she's got right now and didn't know she was a snake motherfucker. So
the thing is,
I don't understand how people listen to her.
That's all I almost said.
I don't know how you do it. Just sit there for hours and hours and listen to that nonsense.
You're so, I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. You want to know something? Oh, it's PJ. Oh, PJ's going to send me this all. All right, check this out.
Now, this is interesting because now, again, this person who's talking right here, the one who's on the right in this, excuse me, in this image, she's an asshole, and she is probably the most calculated and most instrumental when it came to creating a very toxic environment in the true crime community when it comes to missing people and when it comes to murders. This is somebody who has mastered the art of creating drama out of a true crime case. What she will do is she will contact family members, pretend to be cool with them, friends with them, get them to confide in her certain things. And then what she will do is she will turn on them and create a drama rift. It's almost an art form. Like she's very calculated in what she does, and everyone falls for it. They go, oh my God. And then she gets to be directly involved in these true crime cases, which gets her more subscribers, gets her more views. And she did this for years, many different cases. First time I've seen her do this was with the Watts case. She was awful with the Watts case. There was nothing but toxicity that spawned from the Watts case on YouTube. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And it's where I started. The reason why I am the way that I am today was because I was knee deep in this shit when I first started on YouTube. And I was like, I don't want anything to do with how toxic this is anymore. This is fucked up. This is fucking awful. And then I just started talking about people who exploit these cases. So she is one of the worst of the worst. She finally got her channel shut down at some point. Now she's back with another channel. And what she's trying to do is she's trying to build. This is somebody who basically, let me explain MGL. Let me explain her MO. MGL is a big reality TV junkie, right? And she got her start because she was on an episode of Wife Swap. Okay. Total shit show. I mean, it was really insane. And she's on there with her husband. That's another piece of work there. And basically what she does is she turns YouTube into a reality show. She will manufacture drama and set traps for people to walk into, drama traps for people to walk into in order to create and perpetuate drama. And she will use the hook of true crime cases by getting close to the victims' loved ones to do this. It's really, really fucking low. It's like the lowest thing I've ever seen anyone do in my life. But it's smart. Grandmaster Syphilis, brilliant t-shirt. Grandmaster, yeah, I just got this one. Jim Kelly from Enter the Dragon, world middleweight champion, karate 1971, Long Beach Internationals. Yeah, man, Jim Kelly was the shit, man. He was the truth. I love it. Yeah, dude, if I saw MGL in person, I'd be like, man, you come right out of a comic book. Sorry, that's my little tribute to Jim Kelly. So she absolutely is, like I said, she is absolutely calculated in this. Everyone surrounding her actually believes that they care about these cases. She actually, this is the difference between her and anybody else. She knows what she's doing. She doesn't give a fuck. The way that she looks at it is, I could just basically do my own little version of reality TV, but on YouTube. And I can manufacture dramatic situations and capitalize off them. And I will use the names of a missing or, and I will exploit the name of somebody in a high profile case in order to sell my drama. I mean, it's smart. It's the lowest thing you could fucking do, but it's smart. Nevertheless, she knows exactly what she's doing. She hooked up with this idiot, Bullhorn Betty, a couple years ago. Hooks up with Bullhorn Betty. She hooks up with Jonatalia Lee bitches. She hooks up with Chronicles of Oblivious. And they formed this team that they called Heels on the Ground. And so which I guess the whole concept was, we're bougie ladies who are going to go out and search terrain for missing children, right? So they decided to go out to Rogersville, Tennessee. The footage of that shit is beyond hilarious. It provided me with content for months. But it was also incredibly disgusting, what they were doing. And you're going to see a little taste of this. So now this asshole, she got her channel taken away. MGL got her channel taken away. Recently, she's decided to come back. She started a new channel. And then now that new channel, what she's doing is she's jumping on the Betty bandwagon. Because the thing about Betty is, she's the gift that keeps on giving. Part of the reason I stopped covering Betty is because it's just too easy. Simple. It's just too easy. She will, no matter what she does, no matter when she goes live, no matter what she says, it is very, very easy to review it and make fun of it, because she is a bona fide ass and constantly makes herself this way. So it was, I mean, I used to brag about it. When I would cover Betty, I would go live just to fucking go live. Be like, I don't even have anything to go live about. Let me see what Betty did. And I would do this shit. It got to a point where I just got tired of it. I got bored because it was so fucking easy. Where you could just be like, dude, I could just pick out, I would brag about it. I'd be like, dude, I could bring up, I would do streams with Burnt Toast where I'd be like, dude, all you have to do is just click on her shit randomly, dude. And it's so fucking easy. It's so easy. She's the easiest person to review. If you don't have content, just review Betty. It's incredible. So that's what MGL is doing now. So MGL has come back to YouTube. She's trying to build herself back up. And now she's covering Betty, and it's starting to pick up traction. Because here's the thing, is there's a whole community now who hates Betty. And I mean, they fucking hate her, dude. I'm not one of these people. I want to be very clear about this. I want no mistakes to be made here. I do not hate Betty. I do not hate anyone. I have never hated Betty. Betty has done things that have made me very, very angry. But I do not hate Betty. And there's so many people that do. I mean, they have a deep rooted hatred. That is another reason why I stopped reviewing her, because I couldn't relate to the other people who were reviewing her. It was too personal with them. It was too personal with them. And then it became this thing where I was like, I can't relate. You know, like I had people in my chat who just weren't getting why I was reviewing her. I would review her because it's funny, because she's an idiot. And it's funny to review her. But people got really personal. And now I watch it from afar and I'm like, Jesus Christ, people. I could think of an infinite amount of things that I would rather do than waste the kind of energy you guys are on hating this woman. It's bizarre. Thank you, Calamity Jade. I appreciate you for your BHB for the new people, please. Well, see, and White Boy Lockdown Radio, now we had our differences back in the day, but we're cool now. I think his heart's definitely in the right place. So, you know, welcome, first of all. And second, you know, the thing is, the reason why is you did something that I don't personally, I mean, you do what you do. You're a grown man, you know what I mean? Whatever, it's really none of my business, but my opinion on it, you know, you developed a personal relationship with Don and Candace, which to me, I that was something that I was like, one of the worst things you could do, Will. Don't do that. Don't do that. So, you know, that right there, one of the effects of that is going to be that you hate this woman, and she has targeted you personally. You guys don't live far from each other, and you guys have had your differences in person or whatever. I get all that too. But you know, my point being is that I don't hate the people who I review on here. I don't hate anyone. I can't, there's something in my DNA now. It's just embedded in there, in my subconscious, that I cannot, I refuse to use energy on hatred. I just refuse. I believe that energy is a blessing, and I want to exercise that energy towards something more productive and something better, something more rewarding. Hatred, there's nothing rewarding about hatred. There's nothing rewarding to me about hatred, hating anybody, you know? Now so what I try to do is I try to just, you know, I could point out that they suck, because they clearly do, you know. BHB sucks, but I'd rather laugh at her. I'd rather discredit her, you know, show why she's just ridiculous. But as soon as I start like feeling hatred and start making it personal, it's just no fun anymore. You know what I mean? And seeing, you know, so many people hate this woman the way that they do, it's just no fun. You know, like I don't want to contribute to your hatred towards someone else. I don't want to like sign off on that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to feel about somebody. I'm saying that I just don't want any part of it. You know what I mean? I don't want to capitalize off of that. You know, I didn't want to do it, you know? So, you know, it just became not fun anymore, man. Really. And so now this person's reviewing her, and this is going to get good. There's a reason why I'm going over this.
Yes, you are correct. When we were down in Rogersville or Kingsport or whatever.
Now, all these people,
these
boobs on the ground, all of these people turned on each other I think Olivia and Betty are still friends, but all of these people fucking turned on each other.
Lady said, we're going to do you a favor now, you guys. We're gonna talk to you, but you all have to agree. You're not gonna have your cell phones on. You're not gonna have any recording devices. We all respected that, except one fucking person. I'm gonna give you a guess as to who that motherfucker was.
Now, this video's genius. What she's talking about is somebody went into a church. They went to Rogersville. They went into a church. They filmed the Sunday school teacher of Summer Wells attending church with her small child and put her small child on their channel, doxed this person's small child, and tried to accuse someone of kidnapping. Absolutely insane. Like, you heard all of that correct. If you need to, rewind. But it's super fucked up that she did this. Now, they're going to talk about this now.
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
She's trying to blame somebody else for it.
CBS affiliate WJHL out of the Tri-Cities obtained a police report.
Listen close.
That states that a woman who identified as Marissa Zadinsky posted video.
Marissa Zadinsky, a.k.a. Molly Golightly, MGL.
Of a child at the Kingsport. Woman who identified as Marissa Zadinsky posted video of a child at the Kingsport Seventh-day Adventist Church on YouTube. The police report was filed following the incident on Saturday, January the 8th. The report adds that Zadinsky was making accusations of kidnapping in the video, according to the CBS affiliate WJHL. The video has been removed from YouTube, according to that.
I went over that video. I don't even know which one it's on, but I didn't show it, obviously, because it showed a minor. But I went over it. The audio was there. So it's forever memorialized.
That same police report.
Investigating after video recorded of a child inside a church the family of Summer Wells attends was posted on YouTube. According to a report, officers were told Sunday that a woman posted footage of a child at the church to YouTube. That video, though, has been taken down.
A pamphlet.
Oh, do we have proof that we were inside?
Yeah, we got proof we was inside. I made a video. I think they changed the way they do their programming them. They used to live stream it, and I think they still do, but they don't show the.
Now, you Karen Reed folks, you recognize this dickhead from the time where he showed up in front of the court and started screaming at Turtle Boy?
Faces of the people that are in the church. So when it's over and they come out, we're going to ask questions, you know. No video, no.
Bro, look at this lady's fucking face, dude. Just, bro, drink that in. Just drink that in for a second. Look at her fucking face, dude. What's she looking at, first of all? What? What? And then she's sitting there just chewing like a fucking cow chewing grass. What is going on with this person?
Them, they used to live stream it, and I think they still do, but they don't show the faces of the people that are in the church.
Jesus.
So when it's over and they come out, we're gonna ask questions, you know.
These are the worst people
no video,
on the planet.
No video.
No video.
Like a fee. Uh-oh, here it comes.
How are you? So I went in there. Then he emphasized no recording, whatever.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the church has public videos. Yeah, they can. Didn't matter. I got church service on the cams. I got church service on the cams. Good service. So.
Sorry you lost your job. I'm sorry that your baby's dead.
Now, let me set that up for a second. What you're about to see, folks, is MGL person that was partnered up with Bullhorn Betty here. Bullhorn Betty was there. She was yelling through a bullhorn. She was on location in the footage we're about to see and is absolutely accountable and responsible for what you're about to see just now. Now, what you're about to see is MGL talking to the mother of Summer Wells. Her name is Candace Bly. She's talking to the mother of Summer Wells, who has been missing for the last 3 years. And she, there's absolutely no evidence to indicate foul play. Unfortunately, this is one of those cases where she just disappeared and there's no answers as to what happened to her. None at all. There's absolutely nothing that is credible that leads to any plausible answers as to what could have happened to Summer. She just up and vanished. And so no, yeah, I mean, I get you. Now watch this. This is the thing. And I'm not saying that Dawn and or Candace are innocent. I'm saying they're innocent until proven guilty. I'm saying that I will even go as far as to say, if you ask me, do I think that they did something to their daughter? I'm going to say, honestly, I don't know, but I'm going to lean towards no, simply because logic dictates that there is absolutely no evidence to indicate that they did. Their character and their lifestyle is not evidence that they did something to their daughter or committed the crime perpetrated against their daughter that no one even knows took place or not. A crime has not even been established. So how can you accuse the parents of a crime when a crime hasn't even been established? I will not do that. I will not contribute to that. Plain and simple. And I'm not someone who gets to judge people on how they live their lives. That's between them and God or the universe or whatever. That has nothing to do with me. I do not have the status as a being on this planet that gets to judge what should happen to these people because of how they live their lifestyle.
Sorry you lost your job. We're sorry that your baby's dead. We're sorry that you don't have a...
So what happened was these people found out where Dawn and Candace worked. These people went and they found out where Dawn and Candace worked. They showed up to their job. They work together. They're doing drywall. Okay. It's a developing neighborhood and they're doing drywall. They show up to the job site and they start screaming through a bullhorn. Nobody can hear them except for their coworkers. So their coworkers basically make the decision. They say, okay, well, you guys just need to get the fuck out of here. You guys need to get the fuck out of here. Because if you leave, they'll leave. It's not fair to the rest of everybody else. So, and I don't blame them. But luckily, they didn't actually get fired, but at the moment, they were. And the goal was to get them fired because Bullhorn Betty screams many times, fire them. When they're saying, get out of here, they're saying, basically, we'll get out of here if you fire them. And once this actually happens, Candace Bly, the mother of Summer Wells, is in her car and she's driving away. She's pulling out after losing her job, or at least thinking she lost her job. And her daughter's missing. There's no evidence to indicate she had anything to do with it. And this is what MGL is saying to her as she's pulling away.
God, we're sorry that your baby's dead, and we're sorry that you don't have a soul. No soul.
I'm sorry that your baby's dead. I'm sorry you lost your job. I'm sorry your baby's dead. And I'm sorry that you have no soul. This is who she's saying this to, the mother of a missing child.
You have no soul. The boots. The boots. I'm sorry.
Your daughter's dead? I don't think I said that.
I never saw the clip, and people are saying there's a clip, but nobody's played it. So
I would remember.
Dude, I played it live. I played it in real time.
Saying something like that. And I don't even think that. I would never say that. So whoever's putting that lie out there, I mean.
So here she is denying that she ever said it, even though there's this video footage, and she was filming herself fucking doing it.
If I did say that and don't remember, I would definitely apologize, because I normally don't talk about her in past tense. But no, stop lying to make yourself look better. People are seeing right through you, bitch. And I'm glad they are. I did at Candace's car. I did.
that's what people are saying. But then when people say, well, show a clip, they don't ever show a clip. So I don't know. I didn't.
She's got a picture in her car. Did anybody notice the picture in her car on her little
The picture is of her kids, by the way, but
dashboard above the glove compartment? It's not of Summer, it's of her and three.
Now, another thing you have to understand about Candace is Candace was very active on TikTok, and she used to post videos and pictures. She used to make these little collage videos of Summer before Summer even went missing. Like, Candace showed every indication that she loves Summer. Very much so. I think that she has, her issues, and it probably caused her to make bad decisions as a parent. And one could argue whether or not she's a good or bad parent. That's I won't do that. But it's a fair argument. But the fact is I saw indication that she loves her children. Maybe she just had a hard time figuring out how to take care of them properly. But I do believe that she absolutely loves her children. I have no reason to not feel that way after having spoken to her, after seeing how she is with her kids. I mean, I didn't get any indication at all, me personally, that she didn't love her, that she doesn't love her kids.
Three other women. Sorry you lost your job.
This is her watching what we just watched.
Sorry that you don't have a soul. No soul. You have no soul. So, bitch.
Oh, we're gonna get to that, George Washington.
Sorry.
Oh my God. I think the sorry ha is way worse. So fuck. Oh well.
Oh well.
Sorry. If you're offended by that, I'm sorry.
If you're offended by
Cash
that,
Vernon's family support us.
if you're
and
offended,
she thinks that we're like making tons of money off of.
If you're offended by the fact that I, threw those accusations at at the mother of a missing child, sorry. That's her apology for that.
But off these videos, which were not. He was not a moneymaker. The one that's the moneymaker is Summer Wells. For some reason, if you talk about Summer Wells and you keep going, you're making bank. It's a gold mine. It's an absolute gold
mine. Oh my God. Yeah, thank you, Chronicles of the Shady, for making that.
Holding the powerful.
All right, hold on. Now this is by a creator named Kodo. This explains Bullhorn Betty and the moments leading up to her arrest. Now, a little history here. I'm not going to get into all the drama. The drama is the problem, in my opinion. But apparently, this is what happened. For the most part, what happened here was that Sebastian Rogers goes missing. His parents are divorced. They're each in their own relationships. So there's a father, there's a stepfather, there's a mother, there's a stepmother. They have their problems. I don't know what the problems are, but they've involved YouTubers, and now YouTubers are involved. And for the YouTubers, of course, it's exploitive. It's exploitable content. So now these parents have involved themselves all over YouTube. And now this missing child is lost in all of this. And so Betty has inserted herself into this to a toxic degree. And she has now gone and gotten 3 protective orders filed against her by members of Sebastian's family. And there's members of Sebastian's family that support her. There are members of Sebastian's family that are against her. And that is because Betty's MO is making wild accusations. Here's the thing about Betty, which you guys got to understand, is Betty calls herself a crime sleuth. Betty fancies herself basically being what Turtle Boy actually is, which is an independent journalist, right? But the problem is that Betty doesn't journal anything ever. What she does is she sits on YouTube live streams and she complains about drama with other channels. This is what she does. She claims to be a child advocate. She claims to be a missing persons advocate. She is not, because she doesn't do anything productive. She doesn't do anything that is towards the betterment of anything. So, and because she's just of a toxic nature, her inserting herself into this case is only going to cause more toxicity. And here it has. So now, I believe it's the mother of Sebastian Rogers who filed these restraining orders against her. As I understand it, she's been dodging the serving of these things for weeks. Finally, they served her, and then she traveled to Tennessee for what seems to be a vigil. Now we're going to watch some of this, and I want you guys to see, because I've got some thoughts here. So here's her latest mugshot. And what you got to also understand about Betty here, is hold on a second. She has a long criminal history. Okay? A long criminal history. Usually just drunken, violent domestic shit, right? And I stole this photo from a creator named Joneson. But these are just a collection of her mugshots over the years. These are just her mugshots over the years. Some of them. The ones that are available to access on record. some of the police reports, I went over them years ago. Some of the police reports are really, really entertaining. They're really fun to read. You know, running around threatening cops, wearing no pants. Yeah. Wild shit. Wild fucking, yeah, domestic Wild West shit. Just crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an idea. These are over the years, all these different mugshots of hers. I mean, to the point where you see that she's used to just being arrested. Look at the expressions on her face. Look at the different expressions for mugshots. This is somebody who fancies herself belonging in jail. You know what I mean? Wild. All right, so let me get back to this real quick. Okay.
I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited that people are coming together for Sebastian. Obviously, we're here. We're supporting Seth Rogers. We're supporting all of the work that he's been doing. This is a benefit that's near and dear to his son. I didn't get back here.
This was after. This is 10 a.m. in the morning. I think the day after, or either the day after or 2 days after, she was served with a restraining order from somebody in Tennessee. And here she shows up to Tennessee.
Everybody was reaching out to me. Are you okay? We didn't hear from you all day. It literally, we were running all day yesterday. I mean, literally all day. I can't express that from the time like I got situated and met up with Tony. I want to say around 1:30 yesterday afternoon. And from that point forward, we were on go until I think I got back here at 11 o'clock last night. Is that right? And it was just so tiring. The night before was, you know, I didn't get in until late. That people are just, they just want to trash and bash an innocent father. Why they think that's okay, I will never understand, but that's what they want to do. There's been so much shade from these animals on the streets of social media for no other good purpose than to hurt a 15-year-old boy. I mean, we need to strip all the BS away.
Here's the irony. If Bullhorn Betty showed up across the street, what's up, Gray Hughes Investigates? Good to see you, buddy. Oh yeah, for sure, Gray, for sure. And I don't even care. So what's really funny here is she is hold on a second.
That people are just, they just want to trash and bash an innocent father. Why they think that's okay, I will never understand.
Yeah. So the funny thing about Bullhorn Betty is I support her right to exercise her First Amendment rights. I always have. The problem is that what she does is fucked up because she does it and she's obnoxious against people who she has no evidence against, or she's impeding on an investigation. Like the cops already got it, you know, it's one or the other. It's either the cops already got it or it's, you know, and she's just fucking making things harder and giving their defense something to work with. Or what she's doing is she's accusing people with absolutely no evidence. Now, let's just say one of these parents Googled how to dispose of a child's body at 2:27 a.m. You know what I mean? If they had Googled that and the cops weren't doing shit and she showed up across the street from their house blowing through a bullhorn, I'd be like, go Betty. I'm not even trying to lie. But the problem with Betty is that she's always fucking wrong. Like, in theory, what Betty is doing, like, in theory, like, Betty wants to be a crusader. She thinks that she's a hero. The problem with Betty, because her heart is actually somewhat in the right place. I'm not going to say fully, but somewhat in the right place in the sense that, like, she thinks that she's helping. The problem is that she's always fucking wrong. Constantly. She's wrong always, so fucking always. Like, she has never, ever, ever been correct. Never. It's just really fucking bizarre, man. That's the irony. That's why when people were like, oh my God, you support Turtle Boy? You're on one side of your mouth, you're criticizing Bullhorn Betty. On this side, you're supporting I'm like, that's because Turtle Boy is correct. It's because he's right. And he's been fucking validated. He's been fucking validated. The trial, everything that came out in trial, these cops that are all under internal affairs investigation, he was right about everything. That's why I support Turtle Boy. He was fucking calling out people that the cops weren't doing shit about. And now those cops are being held accountable for it. This is undeniable, people. If Bullhorn Betty had the common sense that Turtle Boy had, I wouldn't never have reviewed her as much as I did. Never. But the problem is not only does she not even have some of the common sense that Turtle Boy has, much less the intelligence, but just even the shred of the common sense that Turtle Boy had. She doesn't even have that. Not only is she lacking that, she is like beyond lacking that. She is always fucking wrong. Betty is always wrong.
But that's what they want to do. There's been so much shade from these animals on the streets of social media for no other good purpose than to hurt a 15-year-old boy. I mean, when you strip all the BS away, who are they really hurting? They're hurting a 15-year-old boy, and they're hurting the
You're hurting
that
him.
15-year-old boy. That to me is evil, because there's a whole half of his family that doesn't. Right? They don't care. They're not searching. They're not looking. They're actually lying. They're doing underhanded and unlawful stuff, and it doesn't give you that warm, fuzzy feeling, for the other side of the family.
So here's the thing. What she's doing is she's trash talking the mother, implying the mother had something to do with Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. This is why this is very dangerous. This is why I could say that she is not an advocate for missing children, because she does the one thing that I find exceptionally dangerous when it comes to talking about missing children, especially, or missing people at all, but missing children especially. Kylo Bear, thank you so much. Great show. Nothing but love. Appreciate it. Thank you. She does something that is just exceptionally dangerous. She accuses people of a crime that we don't even know took place. There's no evidence of foul play. The two children in question here, Summer Wells and Sebastian Rogers, have been missing, but there's nothing to indicate that there was any foul play in their disappearance. There's absolutely nothing to indicate where they are, what happened to them. Nobody knows what happened to these children and where they went. They don't know if they were taken. They don't know if they wandered off. They don't know if they, ran away. They don't know anything. They have no idea. And so if there's even the chance, which that lack of information blesses us with this, it blesses the missing kid with this, and it blesses her loved ones with this. That lack of information keeps the chances that that kid is out there still alive, even if it's just a little bit. that kid is out there and is waiting to be found and helped. So when you indicate and spin a narrative that a child is deceased, no longer with us, people will stop looking. Those people who buy into your bullshit and are pointing fingers at a parent without any evidence, they stop looking. So you're not advocating for this missing child. If you were advocating for this missing child, you would say, hey, we don't have any evidence. He's still out there. Please. This is his name. This is his description. Just please keep that. Share it on your social media. Bother people with it. Go out, make flyers, hang them up, do whatever you got to do, because we don't have any information that indicates that anything happened to this child, and therefore that's a blessing, and we have to assume that this child is out there waiting and praying to be found, waiting for us to take action and keep this child's name out there. That would be millions of times more effective than what all of these YouTube creators are doing, which is pointing fingers at parents, spinning a narrative, an implication, a very strong implication that that child is now deceased, and we don't know where that child's body is. So nobody's looking for a missing child anymore. There's a scared kid out there probably who's got the whole world too busy arguing, using their name as an excuse to attack each other. While they're out there missing, scared. Well, God knows what is happening to them, but they're waiting to be found, counting on their parents to get whatever needs to be done. But the parents are too busy fucking getting involved in YouTube bullshit drama too. It's the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life.
And I have to tell you, Seth Rogers and his team did a great job. They really put their heart and thought into this rescue ride for Sebastian's honor, you know? And I can't think of anything that could, at this point, go wrong with this event. I think even if the stuff does go wrong, it's supposed to be, right? That's why this case is so bizarre. And we see how cold and calculated one side of.
I mean, YouTube, like, if she violates terms of service repeatedly, then yeah, YouTube will shut her down. But I'm not one of those people that promotes reporting channels, man. Like, I'm just not one of those people, dude. You know, I'd rather just expose them for what they are and give the people the power to smarten up. I'd rather have faith in the people, even if it's naive. I'd rather have faith in just fucking educating people and letting them go, you know what, this person is dangerous.
Side of the family is, and it's just appalling and disgusting. And you know what? They really don't care how the world looks at them. They used to, right? They're trying to get their you can't fix this. You know, you can't fix this, and you can't fix them. Everybody saw. They're just trying to play word salad. They're trying to make people believe that what they saw is not what they saw. And at the end of the day, I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to tell you guys that. Like I said, I'm not going to really have any kind of real discussion because of the litigation and the advice of my attorney. But I will tell you, he told me not to worry about it. I'm not worried about it. When I spoke to him, he seemed very confident. I'm not, again, taking his advice. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of it. How long have I said? I said since the day I started this, that those cameras are for my protection as well as everybody else's. And see, this is where that filming is going to be key in this particular case, right? Because now you can see exactly who the instigators are and who were not. And again, not worried about it. People are, like I said, they're going to make up stories. They're going to make the paperwork process, but it's done. I want
to get through this as quick as possible. I'm not really here to review Betty. I just want to show people what's going on. So then here, this is yesterday. This is the Fall River Brewery, and they're having this thing. And I guess the person who made this video, Kodo, I think is the name. They don't like what this is. because there's a lot of controversy. I've had my opinions on these things happening with Summer Wells, but usually it's just because I thought it was just a bullshit meet and greet for YouTube creators. Betty did this before with Summer Wells, and it was annoying because they were just, it's like they just used a missing kid's name to throw a bullshit party. But this is what this is being accused of, but I'm not 100% sure that's exactly what this is.
So all the motorcycles and all are starting to show up now, and all the Jeeps. So the ride engines will start at 3. So if you guys are around and you want to stop by, you're more than welcome to stop by. We're at the Fallen Brewery.
And I don't know who this person is.
But they had the grill set up
who's
out
filming,
there too.
Who's live streaming that. I don't know who that is.
No, he was not found. So today is to spread awareness. Yeah, it's starting. It's a good turnout.
Now, there's things about this that I feel like could be done better, but at the same time, again, this seems like it's focused around Sebastian.
Turnout. A lot of people are starting to show up. But no, he was not found. It's to spread awareness for Sebastian. Donations and proceeds all go to the motel. No crowd votes now. It is on private property, so anybody that comes to start issues will be escorted off the. Yeah, I know. You can hear Betty from a mile away. So all proceeds will be going to Michaela's motel. Again, it's $25 for a shirt, a bracelet. Those are the shirts.
Now,
but if you guys are in the area, you are more than welcome. It's Venmo, Sebastian's Army Venmo. I will put once the vigil is over at 5 o'clock. I will post it.
So they're holding a vigil for Sebastian here.
Yeah, that's all. Any issues will be asked to leave by security.
Right.
That's
and
all.
I mean, I don't see the benefit of showing up there and causing problems,
Yeah, there's no drama being brought to this event. This event is for Sebastian and Sebastian's awareness only.
Now, I take some issue with this. This is the t-shirt. So if you give a donation of a certain amount, then you get this t-shirt, and I guess some other shit, but you get this t-shirt, and I take some issue with this because this is a caricature of a missing child, a child who's missing. I don't think it's responsible to put out a cartoon depiction of a missing child. I think it's pretty bad, actually. So now I don't think that it's malicious. And I think that their hearts were in the right place. They thought they wanted to make something cute, something not dark, something lighthearted. I could see what the intention was here, but the problem is that they just didn't take into consideration that it's not helpful in any way in finding Sebastian. his nothing but his actual photographs should be put out there. Because you need anything that you can to find him. Right. I'd say that's the way to nail that one. They missed the mark. You know what I mean? I think that they were trying to do something and they just kind of failed, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, you people, how dare you do this? And then get in an outrage about it, because I don't think they were trying to hurt anybody. I'm not going to just attack people, because if you attack them over this, they're just going to be like, wait a minute. I don't understand. I was just trying to do something nice, but yeah, they just fell short here. Is a brick, they threw a brick. I get it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I take issue with that. And you guys have to understand, these people, these are just people in that community. Kids don't go missing in their community. They're in the middle of fucking the asshole of Tennessee, dude. You know what I mean? Like, kids don't go missing there. So they don't know what to fucking do. You know what I mean? Like, they're doing the best they can. They're putting together this event. This event they're hoping will spark some awareness, get people to keep their eyes open, keep their ears open, their ears to the grindstone, hoping to hear something that might lead to an answer to what happened to this young man. So I think they, they don't know. This isn't they're not professionals, man.
You get the shirt and you get a glow in the dark bracelet. And there's also tie-dye. You have glow in the dark, the tie-dye, Sebastian's Army. Yeah, the shirts turned out really cute. They did a good job with the design. But if anybody's in the area, you are more than welcome to stop by and show your support. There's flyers here so that you can take them home and hand them out or post them on local businesses. You can come check out the pups. If you want to donate straight to the organization, this is the donate straight to Michaela's Mutt. Yeah, the whole goal here is to spread awareness, to bring Sebastian home, to give back to the community for the pets, because Sebastian's love for animals.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not seeing anything wrong with the effort here.
But the $25 shirt. Yeah, they're coming in one by one. There's some more of the pups. Also, if you can't make it this weekend, Monday, the Gathering of Voices are still happening. It's at 9 a.m. outside of Sumner County Sheriff's Office.
See, that I don't know.
There's going to be
that's why I skipped through it, because I don't fucking know where that money's going or what it's going for. You know what I mean? I have no fucking idea. I haven't vetted that shit in any way, so I have no idea.
Snacks and refreshments there on Monday. So if you can't make it today, you can always come Monday and show your support with that.
Now the maker of this video is criticizing, that they're having a good time, that there's loud music, barbecue on the grill, beer and cake. Okay. I've taken issue with this because they did this with Summer Wells. Like, fucking Dolly Douche did this shit with Bullhorn Boob. they did this shit together. And they did this in Summer's name, and the family wasn't involved in any way, shape, or form. They just went ahead and just did this. It was basically just a meet and greet, and they were using Summer's name to fucking do a meet and greet. It's all it was. It was a bunch of bullshit. But then there's been other people who have organized these things for Summer, and they did raise awareness. They had people speaking on missing persons things, and they had like special guest speakers, there to educate people on missing kids and things of that nature. It was really, really a well organized thing. I think Chasing was involved in that. And at first I was against it because I thought it would just draw these fucking drama idiots, but they turned out to be good, and I proved wrong. I was proven wrong about that. And I'm glad I was proven wrong about it. If I'm being completely honest. But in this case, I don't see this being an issue. People got to eat. You know what I mean? And like I said, these people are in the middle of fucking nowhere, man. There's nothing to fucking do there. Why shouldn't they enjoy themselves when they're getting together to celebrate celebrate a community coming together? What's wrong with celebrating a community coming together and raising awareness for something that they're passionate about? This is how they congregate, in this area. I don't think that this is something to criticize them for necessarily.
The actual ride starts at 3 p.m. No, they are not here. Only.
I mean, that's
only
the thing.
Saturday.
It's like what do you what do you expect? Like, you know what I mean? Like, these people are not treating this child like he's dead. Like, you expect it to have a funeral vibe. You expect these people to all show up dressed in fucking black suits and black dresses and just holding candles the whole time. These people are hoping that this child is out there somewhere alive and that somebody will see him and report it. This is what these people are all hoping for. Why shouldn't they be comfortable in this environment?
Here. Yeah, of course. I'll come back live, but we're going to take turns going live between me, Cajun, and Betty.
I mean, I don't know.
We'll be taking turns going live.
I don't know if the money's going to a pet shelter. I feel like they're raising money for a pet shelter too. No?
Yes, I will. Seth is relaxing outside by the grill.
Yeah, I don't know who these people are, and I'm not defending the actions of the people who are pointing fingers at other people. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm saying that this right here seems to be a very peaceful situation, and it's not causing any harm. I don't see how this particular event that's taking place right here is actually causing harm. That is my point. So if people were to show up to this thing, they would be the aggressors.
Yes, we are. But at 3, kickstands and all Jeeps,
all right,
motorcycles,
so you get the
cars,
idea there.
Everybody's welcome for the ride.
It's very successful, but
so here's Betty.
Brewery was full. We have a huge
I'm with you on that, Cherry.
And then we're going to have some
I guess, some food when we get back there. There you guys go. We weren't going to go live stream, but you know what? We had an opportunity to be.
Okay, but I feel like you're just nitpicking, dude. It's tacky in a way. I get okay. I'm not trying to. What I'm saying is, it doesn't fucking cause any harm. It doesn't hurt nothing. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt nothing. Like what they're doing is not hurting nothing. So I think it's kind of shitty to attack it. You know what I mean? Just because Betty's involved, I don't like Betty, and I know what her motives are. But I'm saying, considering what it is, I don't see how it's productive to attack it. That's my point.
To be in front of the pack. Seth being the main motorcycle, and it's just been a great turnout. The dogs from Michaela's Motel got so much loving. Oh my gosh. But it was, what do you think, Tony? I think that was a damn good turnout. Very good. Very good. The haters didn't win this one. And Sebastian did. So Sebastian's strong, for guys. Put some green hearts and prayer hands up in chat for all the people that are here. I can't read chat. I didn't bring my glasses. And when we get back there, I will not be live streaming. I'll get some video with her about this whole, because it's just something that, it's on.
There's a lot of drama channel shit that I just don't.
How can you arrest me? But at the same time, there is an ex parte out, so I don't know how that goes. I just wanted to come here because we were told that the cops were here.
What's up, Dana?
We wanted to come and find out. Honestly, I thought it was bullshit and we'd be able to fucking squash it. Right. But apparently it's not. So.
Yeah. So basically, all right. So basically what happened was, what it sounds like to me is Betty got a call. Betty had a warrant. Somebody found out that she had a warrant. She's over here minding her own business. I don't think that she went over there to bother the person who had a restraining order on her. I think she got picked up on a warrant for not showing up to court. Somebody called it in. So the way that I'm looking at this is, does Betty belong in jail? If she got arrested, that she probably does. As far as the shit the shit that she's engaged in, she seems to just ignore any type of accountability or responsibility for her actions at all whatsoever. Glenn Lake, thank you for gifting a membership. I appreciate it. Louisiana girl got the membership right on. But again, the problem is that it seemed like this was a very peaceful and even to some degree effective event to raise awareness for Sebastian Rogers. And here, ironically, the one time that Betty actually seems to be doing what she claimed she was going to do. At this event, someone calls the cops, tips them off that she's there, brings the cops there, disrupts this event, and throws Betty in jail, and then extradites her back to another county. Think about that for a second. And maybe it is karma, DB. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying the irony, because people sit here and they act like they're doing things in favor of a missing child. Right? Oh, it's because we care about the missing child. Well, why disrupt a perfectly peaceful and even possibly effective awareness event that raises awareness on this missing child by having someone who just happens to be attending it and minding her own business? Why have them arrested? Now, I'm not siding with either side. I'm not siding with Seth. I'm not siding with the Proudfoots. I'm not siding with anybody here. What I'm saying is, how can you say, whoever was responsible for that, how can you say, without being a total fucking hypocrite, how can you say that you care about this child being found when there is an event taking place that is raising awareness for this missing child, and it's going peacefully, and you disrupt that peace and disrupt that process by deliberately having somebody who's minding their own business there arrested and causing a scene by the cops showing up. Oh, I'm going to open the phone lines in a minute. Kyla Bear, thank you so much. Booze, Bleach, and Bail Fund. Trifecta, let's go. I love it. Thank you so much. And I'm not defending Betty. Like I said, she probably fucking belongs in jail. That's, just a matter of time. You know what I mean? But how can you say that you care about Sebastian being found if you disrupted this very peaceful event, deliberately disrupted this very peaceful event that was actually possibly effective in raising awareness for this missing child? I'd love to know. And yeah, she's out on bond now. Yeah. Give me 1 second here, folks. All right. If anybody wants to call in, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Kat Randall, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Gifted 1 membership. Congrats to Jen. Right on. Congrats. Yes. Yes. Oh, wait. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, if anybody wants to call in, they can. I would love to hear your thoughts. Errors. There we go.
Call from. It's Irish.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
It's Irish.
Irish. What's up, Irish?
All right, because I'm a Betty expert.
Oh.
There's many of us.
Are you now?
Yeah. Well, little Irish girl.
Little Irish girl. Okay. Hit me with it, little Irish girl.
All right. So you are mostly right. And this is there's so much. But anyway, Betty had the day before was granted she didn't show up to court in Tennessee. So for the second time for the restraining orders. So they were granted against the mother, the stepdad, and the minor children as well. She's not supposed to speak their name, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
All this. She violated it instantly. They literally showed her live stream to the judge because they were still in the case because she went live and so she violated.
Okay.
An hour later, she was rage driving to Tennessee for this. So, if that makes more sense.
I mean,
she knew it was gonna be a fucking shit show.
but it
when
wasn't
she
a
got-
shit show when she got there. That's the problem. It wasn't
The
a shit show. I saw a shit. The only shit show I saw was the cops showing up to arrest her.
No, you're right. You're right. She didn't create a scene or nothing. Nobody did. Nobody did.
Right.
But there's a lot of people that hate her. And sure as shit, all of a sudden, the cops are there, and there's someone there with their camera equipment, like just on a by happenstance. It's all bullshit. But
yeah, I don't give a shit about any of the drama between the channels. I know that what's her face showed up there, the racist lady, supposedly, whatever her name is, and she showed up there and filmed or whatever. I mean,
right. But you're right. I mean, why would I would have never gone to a function for this child and done that. I just would not have done it.
Done
it's
what?
Not cool.
Done what?
Gone to this function, knowing it's to raise awareness for Sebastian. I would have never, ever in a million years gone there because I got a beef with Betty. Never would have done it.
Right. Yeah. Agreed. That's a really shitty thing to do. Like, that's just what a decent, like, if you just remember that's of what the shit is about in the first place, that's my point. That's my entire point, is that people just completely fucking forgot about Sebastian and the whole goddamn thing. That's the point. That's my entire point. Like, when I went to Boston, I told nobody. Of course, I wanted a surprise, but I told nobody because Dolly had already showed up there. JLR had already showed up there. I didn't want to risk having my bullshit YouTube drama show up and follow me to something and to an environment that I respect as much as I do. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I knew exactly why you didn't say nothing. I knew it because I know how schools are.
So, I mean, if I happen to know that JLR is going to be there, I'm not going to purposely go, because I want the Karen Reed movement. I want us to have some credibility and look,
Exactly.
We're classy people to some degree.
Exactly. 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 And that's what's lacking is common decency, a little bit of class, and respect. And most of these fools have none.
Right. No, I love it. It's very funny to me. Like, I mean, not really. It's fucking tragic, but at the same time, it's Twilight Zone fucking funny.
But I've been waiting for Betty to hit the shit for a long time, and everybody was celebrating, and there's a lot of hate bonding going on. But I'll tell you what,
hate bonding. That's a great term. That's like the essence. That's the glue of the trauma community. Absolutely, is hate bonding. Just can't even fucking relate to it.
I mean, it was really sad because when the Karen Reed trial started, I was actually in a depression from watching this bullshit all the time.
I didn't even realize. You know how fucking improved my mental health has gotten since I separated myself from all that shit. As stressful as the Karen Reed, John O'Keefe case is, it is a fucking relief in comparison.
It was. It was a break. It was a 9-week mental health break.
Yeah.
For me.
That's insane. That's insane. That exposing dirty, corrupt politicians and cops is less stressful than this bullshit.
Yeah. And you know what happens? Because it's happened with me, where if all you watch is this bullshit all day long, and Shady, I can feel where Shady's coming from, because she's just like, fuck this shit, you know? But people that submerge themselves in this trauma shit all day long.
Shady keeps it real, man.
It warps your brain.
Shady keeps it real. She doesn't jump on bandwagons and shit. She's just like, wait a second. Wait a second. You fucking liar. Hold on. This is why you're lying. People fucking hate her.
Yep.
And it's
and
I love her for it. I love her for it because I love what she's hated for. I love her for exactly what she's hated for.
Yep. No, I love Shady too. I love you, Shady. But you know, it's like I see the people out there, you know, like unsupervised maniacs. She's, you know, I mean, an actual field advocate.
Thank you, Kat
and
Randall.
I see
Wow.
yeah, she's good shit. You know, it's like, but there's such good people in this community, and it's really hard to know what's really effective and what's not. And it's a learning curve. It's a wicked learning curve.
It is, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's so crazy that I feel like I like a weight. That's what I feel like. You know what I feel like I did? I feel like mentally, spiritually, I lost a bunch of weight. Like I went on a diet and worked out, and then, you know, I'm like in shape. You know what I mean?
Right.
No longer dealing with those fucking people, bro, and getting involved in that shit.
I mean, I've dealt with depression since I'm 13, you know, and addiction and all this shit. The last thing I need, I know when I'm getting too like upset, like I was really trying to pull back, but then Betty, like, I knew it was happening, man. I knew it was happening. So I was on Betty watch for like the last week.
Yeah. And I'm not even talking about Betty, like, not covering Betty anymore. Like, I just haven't done it because I do things because I enjoy doing them. Like, you wouldn't want me to cover something if my heart wasn't in it, and it just got boring to me, dude. Like, it seriously just got boring. You know?
It did.
Like, more power to all y'all that still do it. Right on. You know, I'm not trying to say, I'm saying I just fucking couldn't. It's how it's the same shit over and over again. She does the same thing, says the same thing over and over and over again. And then it's just a question of like, when is she going to get arrested? Now she's arrested. Now she's out. Guess what? She's just going to talk the house of shit. And then
she's going to make a bunch of money. Yep.
Right. I mean, and then she's gonna go back to jail. You know.
Oh yeah. She will.
Like the
she's
judge.
Not even supposed to say their names on the internet. She's not even supposed to say their names, and there's no way. She's out on $20,000 bond. There is no way. I'm curious as to what her bond conditions are, because there's no fucking way. No way.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, but I'll let someone else give you a holler. Glad to finally talk to you.
Yeah,
Love you,
I'm
Terry.
glad we
Happy
finally
birthday.
got to speak. Thanks, little Irish girl. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Call from Carol.
Hi, Carol. Hello. Oh, Carol didn't stay on.
Call from Lori.
You're on, Lori. What's up?
Hi, Will. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Well, when you were first speaking, you talked about the parents coming to YouTube and what a big mistake it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a little bit of understanding of why they do. Last year, my brother's 21-year-old son was killed at UF in a car wreck.
Oh my goodness.
It was tragic. And my brother is a very outstanding guy, never been in trouble or anything, but
I'm a UF
he found him
family here. UF family here. Talking about Gators,
UF?
right? Yeah.
Go
Gators.
Gators,
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
Gators.
That's my family.
Yeah,
right
and
there.
then the Florida Little League from St. Mary's won the championship today.
Oh, right on.
International and
Right
yeah.
on.
So anyhow, my brother, my nephew, when he was killed, he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He was fishing over there by Gainesville, and he had three guys in the truck with him. They were wearing their seatbelts. It wasn't even a bad accident. He just rolled his truck, towing a boat, and he didn't have a seatbelt on, and he was crushed by his truck. It was terrible, terrible, terrible. But my brother spent hours on hours at night reading these newscasts where people were saying that his son was drinking and he wasn't, and my brother would just attack. Then after about a month of being home on leave from his work, he was vice president of a big insurance company. He had to fly to Chicago for a big meeting, and he was at a Blackhawks game. I think that's what Chicago's hockey team is, Blackhawks.
Yeah.
And there was two thugs sitting in front of him in this game, and they just kept mouthing off. Brother lost his mind and
At
beat
a
the
Chicago
crap out
hockey
of them.
game? Get out of town.
Yes. He beat these guys. He said, I was sitting there thinking, my son, my beautiful son's gone. He was starting pharmaceutical school. Everything was looking beautiful for him. Never heard a soul. My son's gone, and these two asses are sitting here in front of me, won't shut up. And he just went off on him, beat him up. He got thrown in jail for the night. Nothing ever happened of it. But I was just trying to compare a frame of mind that my brother went into for 3 to 4 months after losing his son. He was just attacking and just couldn't handle it.
Right.
And so anyhow, I kind of feel that's how.
Well, that's what I'm saying is this is exploited. These YouTubers know it. That, like, these parents, I don't blame the parents initially for getting into YouTube and going to YouTubers and saying, hey, any platform that I could spread awareness for my missing family loved one, then I'll take it. Sure, that's a great thing to do. But the problem is that if they go in there not knowing it, and then they get manipulated by one of these YouTube creators, and they start saying, I'm your friend, and blah, 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 and then they start confiding, and then they start having these private conversations, and then they happen to be drinking because they're not handling they're not handling the situation. Right. And they exploit the hell out of them. It's terrible because some of these people, I mean, I that's the problem is I'm not going to judge Don Wells for getting drunk. You know what I mean?
I'd be drunk out of my mind every night if I lost one of my
what I
sons.
mean? I'm not going to judge him for that. And then, you're going to take things that he says when he's intoxicated, and still why isn't that telling to people? This guy, I can't count how many times Don Wells has gotten drunk on a YouTube channel and then never, ever, ever slips and says anything incriminating. He says something that you could attack his character for, but nothing that you could say that's suspicious when it comes to Summer's disappearance. Nothing.
Exactly.
So we're talking
It's
about
awful
years of this guy going on YouTube channels, intoxicated, never slips. Same with his wife, Candace. Same thing. Summer's mother.
Yeah, and do you think any one of these creators, like if Chris or Katie or Seth showed up on their panel, they would ever say, this is not the best place for you. This place is awful. Please contact, whatever.
I am the only YouTuber. I am the only YouTuber, to my awareness, to my knowledge. I am the only YouTuber that spoke to the parents of a missing child that way and told them that. I begged Candace Fly and I begged Don Wells, both on this channel, stay the fuck off of YouTube, please. Because at this point, you're not helping. You're giving these people anything. You open your mouth and you say anything, they're going to take it, they're going to twist it, and then people are going to be talking about that, and Summer's going to be lost in all of it.
Yeah.
I was the only one that I know of.
Talk for 10 minutes, and they say one word out of, anyhow, they're just attacked and exploited for every word they say. One more thing, I'm going to hang up so other people can speak, but I was going to tell you, I do hate watch Bullhorn Betty occasionally. It's my little
but doesn't it just
secret pastime.
It doesn't get old. And I'm not criticizing you. I'm glad this is why I got the phone lines open, because I want to know, like, tell me what motivates you after all this time to still
She's
hate
such
watch
a
her?
train wreck. She's such a
But
train
it's
wreck.
the same train wreck every time, isn't it?
I know. It's like I used to watch The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and I quit watching watch Betty. It's just my guilty pleasure. I don't watch her that much, but I wanted to tell you that in her chat in the past, I'll say week, people are telling her to contact Turtle Boy because Turtle Boy can help her get out of this mess. That's what's going on in their chat. And that would be hilarious if Betty reached out to Turtle Boy.
Oh God. Yeah. I have mixed feelings about that, because I'm not gonna lie. I really would like to see what Turtle Boy's reaction to that would be. But at the same time, it's like we're trying to do something serious over here. We're not dicking around. We're not having fun. Okay. The fact of the matter is there's an innocent woman on trial, and Turtle Boy is like at the forefront of exposing this. So I don't want to bother him with this stupidity. Do you know what I mean? I don't.
But I would love to hear Turtle Boy talk to Bullhorn Betty. That would be hilarious.
He wouldn't help her.
Pay per view.
That's the thing. The problem with Bullhorn Betty is she is the opposite. She's the anti-Turtle Boy. That's what Bullhorn Betty is. She's Bizarro Turtle Boy. That's what she is.
Yeah.
It's
well, I'm going to hang out and let other people call, but free Karen Reed forever. I truly hope January or 2025. We know it'll be delayed past January. I hope that she's found not guilty and can go live a life in peace. I really do.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Thanks for calling.
Y'all take care. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Great caller. Great caller. I got time for a few more.
Call from Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hello, Will. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm okay. I told myself the next time you had the phone lines open, I would call. I'm in East Tennessee.
Okay.
I actually found you through Melanie Little about the Karen Reed case.
Right on.
And then I see that you have covered the Summer Wells case and Layla Santinello.
Oh, yeah.
And some others. So I actually was not aware of any of this Bullhorn Betty business. I knew that there was YouTube drama surrounding the Wells case, but I did not know anyone had actually come here and created a stir until tonight. So that was quite the circus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Betty's just she's no stranger to causing if there's anybody who causes a circus, I'd say the people who make the circuses out of these missing persons cases, the main ones would be Betty, MGL, and JLR.
Well, that's what I've been gathering, but I just try to avoid all that because that's too much like living in East Tennessee. So,
yeah, I mean,
but I did have a question about a case that I haven't seen a lot of attention about, and I wondered if you were aware of the Sean Williams case.
I am not.
He was based in Johnson City, and it bears some similarities to the Karen Reed and Sandra Birchmore cases.
Okay.
Involving FBI investigations and police corruption.
Johnson City, Tennessee?
Yes.
Okay.
his first name is Sean, Sean, and he just finished a trial in Greenville Federal Court about escaping from custody. He led them.
I think I heard something about that. I think I heard something
Yeah.
about that. Okay. So
All over.
What's the similarity with Karen Reed?
Well, not that he's innocent. I believe she's factually innocent, and I believe he's probably.
That's why I was asking. I was like, he doesn't sound innocent.
No, I don't believe that he is innocent, but his case in that regard bears more resemblance to Robert Devine and Sandra Birchmore.
Gotcha.
But the FBI investigation and the police corruption features in that case. And it started with a FBI agent with the Johnson City Police Department stumbling upon this, and they wouldn't work with her and forced her out. And she has filed a lawsuit, and a number of the victims have come forward and joined in, and there's allegations of Sean Williams paying off a number of police officers to cover up his crimes and overlook them, and there's a federal investigation into this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I would like some eyes on that somehow, but I just don't really know where to start or reach out, and I can't personally become involved to protect my son.
Okay.
So I'm just throwing that out there for anyone that is
I mean,
not aware.
I'll take a look, but I can't promise I'm going to really get into it, though. You know,
I do understand that. I'm just throwing that out for anyone that's interested in the corruption angle or the Tennessee angle.
Okay. All right. No, excellent. I appreciate it.
And free Karen Reed.
Free Karen Reed. Absolutely.
Thank you for your time, Will.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Calamity Jade, thank you so much. Please, for new reviewers in my birthday, to end of a live, would you play your only call into BHB's live? It's 1 year ago and probably my troll masterpiece. Oh my God, I'd have to find that. Oh man. I'll look because you requested, yes, and because it's your birthday. I'll look to see if I can find that. Oh my goodness. That is, it's a needle in a haystack of files here. I gotta tell you. Jesus, man. I have so many. Maybe this is it. No, that's not it. Oh my God, dude. Like, I have no idea like which one this is. All right. I'll have to look. What's up, Matt? You got to turn me down in the background, okay, buddy? No problem. No problem. I'm doing great. How are you, Matt? Okay. Okay. Right. I thought so. I don't know. Why?
Don't know what you're gonna get. Are you going to get murdered?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that, my man. I like Tennessee. I guess it just depends. It depends on what type of environment you want to live in, what type of political climate you want to live in. It depends on all of that stuff, especially during these times. So, I like living in Tennessee. So, oh, okay, Matt. Listen, nobody can hear you because I pulled something else up, and if I don't play it, like I'm gonna lose it again. It took me forever to find it. So nobody could actually hear you. I'm the only one who can hear you. They can hear me. So I'm I'm gonna end the call and close the line and go into this thing real quick. And then I'll open the lines again. But thank you for calling, Matt. I appreciate it. And I hope you find a place to live that you like living at. All right, buddy. Okay. All right. So for Calamity Jade, all right, this is an oldie but a goodie. So Betty opened her phone lines. Betty opened her phone lines one night. She was drinking. This is a few years ago. This is when I was very actively trolling Betty, and I was very actively reviewing Betty. So this is definitely one of my better moments because I caught her when she was drinking, and I called in, and this is how this went.
We getting murdered up in the house of Bullhorn Betty. That girl's night. Did you guys see that night? Night was a little scary on that thumbnail. It's Bullhorn Betty. How you doing, baby?
Oh my God, am I on with Bullhorn Betty right now?
You are on the phone with Bullhorn Betty. Who is this?
Hey, listen, long time listener, first time caller, but oh my God.
Are you serious? We got security in the house, guys.
I've been waiting to talk to you forever. You have no idea. You got no idea.
I was reviewing her so actively at this time. I couldn't believe that she did not recognize my voice.
Bullhorn Betty, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing amazing. Who am I speaking to? You're like making
I almost feel bad about this.
my heart kind of just
Almost.
jump out of my chest.
Your heart's jumping. My heart's jumping. My heart's jumping. Oh my God. I can't even believe I'm talking to you right now. Everything you did with the Gabby Petito thing and you was just there
my
for the
God.
Oh my God. I can't even believe I'm finally talking to you.
I'm waving myself. I'm getting too hot up in this house. What is up with you?
Yeah, it's me. It's me that's getting hot. Are you kidding? It's me. I mean, I don't mean it like that. I don't
Hey, if you did, I'm a single woman. I'm just joking.
In no way, shape, or form do I want to be disrespectful to you, Bullhorn Betty. Oh my God, you are the queen.
Oh, you're making my heart just go. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you, Mr. Caller, are you single?
Am I single? Well, I mean, between everybody here, you know, listening and everything, I am.
Well, cheers.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, you know.
I don't know. I'm a prude. I don't know what you mean. Explain it. You know, us girls in here are getting a little hot up in the party room tonight. What's going on?
Oh my God! I'm just trying to listen. I don't mean to be that guy. You know what I mean? I don't mean to be that guy. I'm just, you know.
Okay.
I want to be smooth and everything.
At this point, I'm just trying to keep her on the phone. I'm just trying to keep this troll. I'm trying to stretch this troll for all it's worth.
Thing with you and everything. I just don't know how to do it because I'm talking to Bullhorn Betty. You know what I mean?
Because I'm waiting to drop the bomb. Like, I want her to find out that it's me.
You were there.
Hi,
You were there.
I'm dying here. I'm dying here.
Screaming and yelling. Oh my God.
I gotta tell you, I don't know who you are, but I already love you already. Like
There's no way that you love me as much as I love you. You have no idea how much I love you. You know, I got pictures of you.
You're not a stalker, are you?
Wait, what?
What?
Listen, just because somebody hangs up a picture of a celebrity, that makes them a stalker. That automatically makes them a stalker.
No, of course. I mean, if you call me a celebrity, you're probably my biggest fan. I mean, I can handle this.
I love you that much, right? Come on now. Come on.
Now, and here's another thing. What you have to understand also is Betty is an angry drunk. Okay? She has the police record to prove it. Okay? She's a very angry drunk. So things take a hard left turn here soon.
Now.
Is this already Shell? Is already Shell hitting on me?
Wow.
Wait, who?
Hello, who are you? I'm just joking. Sorry. You got me so blushy, my cheeks hurt at this
I
point.
was just up here trying to tell you how much I like you and everything. And I think you're doing great things. Okay? I think you're doing great things. Like all that stuff you're doing with the school board and everything. I've been watching you. I'm like, man, that
So
lady, she's got.
What Betty likes to do is she likes to show up to school board meetings, even though she doesn't have kids, and then Karen the fuck out of the school board meetings. That shit is fun to review.
She's got cajoles. That lady's got cajoles.
So let me ask you. So everybody's very interested in you. You're a very exciting guy tonight. So and I'm watching my chat. So may I ask who you are and where you're calling from?
Can you imagine a chat? Just imagine what that dude. If me trolling is making her chat thirsty, I am scared to see what that chat actually looks like in real life, like in person. I am scared. I'm genuinely fucking afraid if for some reason this made up fictional person that I'm portraying here is somehow turning these thirsty ass women in her chat on. It's the most bizarre thing in the world. It's really surreal.
Ma'am, this is called Jack Daniels and male dominance. Okay, that's what this is called. You understand? This is what we do. Okay, this is what we do. All right. I'm from Florida. I'm from the central part of Florida.
You're from where?
The central part of Florida.
Now, see what I'm doing here, right? Because it's common knowledge that she lives in Central Florida. So now she thinks that she's got a future boyfriend.
You do know that I am also a resident of the beautiful state of Florida.
I know you've been to Florida.
No. Born and raised.
My backyard. You are not in my backyard, girl.
Born and raised. I was born
Get
in
out of
Mission
town.
Memorial
What are the
Hospital
chances?
in Florida, the state of Florida, my whole entire life. I have traveled the roads of the east coast of Florida and actually went over to Central Florida, Orlando. I have made many debuts with my Bullhorn.
Wow.
Holy. I'm going to stop myself because I know that these channels do something with money or whatever, but I'm going to stop myself because I don't want to give no cuss words. All right. I live around a lot of churches. Okay. A lot of churches. And I don't want nobody to, because we all around here listen to you. All of us around here listen to you.
So people are actually coming out there assuming this because you're so excited about Bullhorn Betty. They're actually pegging you as blank
Sunday
screen.
afternoon, okay? Because I go in there Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. I come out of there late Sunday afternoon, and all we talk about is Betty. At the potlucks, all we talk about is Betty.
Now you're going overboard. So tell me, what's your favorite hymn?
What's my favorite what?
Your favorite, I mean, you're a church guy.
Buckle up, folks.
You just talked about church, and now you guys are all talking about Bullhorn Betty after church. You're raising the roof with Bullhorn Betty. So what's your favorite hymn? What's your favorite hymn?
My favorite hymn that we sing at church is, let's see, let me think of the one that I was trying to think of the one that came up that last time your subject came up.
I think Toaster Oven's got it pegged.
She had me stumped on the hymns.
No, you had something special. We were talking about the mountain. We were singing about the mountain of Zion, but we have 3 songs that we sing about the mountain of Zion.
Saved a wretch like me. I once was lost.
God, that is beautiful.
But now I am found. Was blind, but now
Unreal.
I see.
That was like the Holy Ghost just took my ears over. That was what that was like. Like I was actually tired of that song, and the Holy Ghost just took that. It just took my ears over because it was a new instrument that was singing that.
Nobody knows until they know.
Wow.
Until they know.
Wow. I hope everybody in the chat is right now raising your hands and praising the Lord that Bullhorn Betty is out there doing what she does.
I want to know who you are. I want to unmask you of them. Thank you.
I'm curious about that. I had a question about that, actually. How is it that somebody who has, for the last couple of live streams, been advocating?
See, I got sick of it. She pissed me off with the singing. So here we go.
Go in real life, wants to know who somebody is in real.
Now watch the hatred go through her eyes. She's trying to smile, but the hatred is coming through her eyes right now because now she's realizing she just got trolled. Now she's realizing that she just sat there and sang to some fucking rando that was fucking just got her to fucking act like a complete and utter ass on her own channel.
Life. Can you answer that?
I sure can.
For your audience, please.
Sure can. Don't come on Bullhorn Betty's channel, flatter the hell out of her, and then say, I'm going to be in.
She's pissed because she thinks she got catfished. Kind of. But I mean, it was a troll. It's not a catfish. It's a troll. It's a little different. But she's taking it like she got catfished.
Incognito and anonymous. It's going to make me want to peel back the layer of the onion. It's going to make me want to look behind the curtain.
Every person deserves their right to privacy. Can you answer that?
What is the question?
Why doesn't every single person that goes on YouTube or any social media platform deserve their right to privacy.
It's very simple. You have your right to
She likes to dox people. And that's what I'm calling her out on.
privacy until you intrude on somebody else's. And you know what? If you see my face and I give you the opportunity to no. You're asking me a question. You're going to let me finish. You're going to let me finish. I'm just saying for you. You're going to hush.
I'm sorry.
You're going to hush up and you're going to let me finish my sentence. If you're going to come on to
hush up.
YouTube, if you want to be anonymous, you can be anonymous. But you do not attack a person viciously. You do not go after a person to take them down. If you have a problem with a person, are you interrupting a woman yet again?
Wow.
On what you put out there, what if
here she goes. Now this is very interesting because she has so many charges, like in any police report that's available for any of her past charges. It's her being abusive towards her significant other, right? But what she claims is that she was the abused one, right? And that the men that she was with hate women. So now she's going that route. She's angry and she's going, oh, you are being abusive towards a woman.
it's based on that?
What I put out there, hey, you know what? It's fair game. But when you want to be anonymous and hide behind, I'm just saying for you. Tone down, baby. Tone down.
All right, I'm calm.
And I don't want her, and I don't want, I've been dying to actually speak to her. So I don't want her to hang up. I don't want her to boot me off. So I'm trying to keep her on the phone. So I have to kind of kiss her ass a little bit.
So much, and I'm trying to get a better understanding. And I want to put these people down. These people.
I don't want to put anybody down. You know what I want? I want people to live in harmony. I want people. This is what you want to know what Bullhorn Betty wants? I want people to be comfortable in their own skin. I want people to be able to come out here and be who they are. I'd like nothing more than anybody and everybody, no matter how they look, no matter how they talk, no matter how they are personally, to be able to come out and express themselves 100, because you know what? You're allowed to be on here behind. You're interrupting.
What if what you are is hurting people? Is what I want to know. Is what if
I have never hurt a person in my life.
Use the excuse. Do you get to use the excuse that I'm just being who I am as a right to hurt somebody on YouTube?
Explain to me who I've hurt.
And put their information out there?
No. Blank screen. Now calm down.
She thinks I'm blank screen. And now at the time, blank screen had not actually done any live streams. You didn't. Since then, blank screen has actually done like live streams, and you can actually hear blank screen's voice. And I speculated as to who blank screen actually was, but blank screen was just like an ultimate troll, just constantly making a brand new account. Every time he got blocked, he would just make another one.
Yeah. You're saying that me having an entertainment channel that focuses on true crime is somehow injuring somebody? First and foremost, before you answer that, I've never had a child disappear. I've never had anybody around me that's been murdered, raped, or injured. I actually go out there. Now, mind you, I have been outside of the murdered. Every single thing I've listed, I've been a victim of. Okay? So if anybody's going to be out there and advocating for people,
always the victim.
It should be somebody that falls in line with that.
Wow.
And I'm sorry, whether you agree or disagree, you do not control. Hold on. You do not control. You do not control.
Go ahead.
You do not control this woman. You do not control who I am, how I think, what comes out of my mouth, what I do, how I do it. You have no control over that. You know what you have control over? You have control over yourself and yourself only, just like I have control over myself and myself only. So if you don't like what I'm doing, move on. It's simple as that. And good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
I've never hurt a person in my life. The only people that have been hurt is me. Good day. I don't like trolls. Don't hijack my call on a Friday night. Thank you for giving me courtesy and making me blush. But now you know why you're my ex-boyfriend instead of my man.
Wow. So she still thought that it was somebody who she dated at one point who called her. And I mean, here, look.
Hurting people.
I've never hurt a person in my life. The only people that have been hurt is me. Good day.
Oh, this is so
I
bizarre
don't like
right
trolls. Don't hijack my call on a Friday night. Thank you for giving me courtesy and making me blush. But now you know why you're my ex-boyfriend instead of my man. Just saying. We're ready for more calls because we need to dust that asshole off, right? And I do believe we just heard Blank Screen's real voice. I could be wrong, but I think we just heard it.
You didn't. You didn't.
And he's got a country twang. You're live. You know that, right?
I'm gonna beat your ass if
I
you
know.
take another fucking call like that.
There you go, folks. There you go, folks. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes. Anyways, guys, I had fun hanging out with you guys tonight. Yeah, I wanted to take more calls, but I really don't want to do, I mean, another God knows how long that would take. So I'm gonna wrap this up just before 3 hours. But I had a really good time hanging out with you guys as always. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, man. I am yeah, I'm really grateful to you guys, seriously. And I mean, I don't know if I'll give updates on Bullhorn Betty. There are plenty of other channels to do that. But I thought it was an interesting thing to talk about because it's something that I've been waiting for. I've just been waiting for the day it was going to happen, and it happened. She is by no means a martyr. She is by no means, a political prisoner. She is someone who fucked around and found out. Basically, that's what it boils down to. She kept harassing a missing child's family, and that missing child's family took legal action. So it's just that simple. She's her wires are crossed as to what right or wrong is. And it's gonna bite her in the ass, and it's gonna lock her the fuck down at some point. So just is what it is. But guys, you are absolutely fantastic. I absolutely love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are amazing. Gifting all those memberships. I will be conjuring up at some point. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, Glenn Lake just gifted a membership. Congrats, Joycatcher. I'll be doing a members only stream at some point. I'm gonna conjure something up. But yeah, we'll hang out just for the members because there's been a lot of gifted memberships lately, and I want to do something special for you guys. So you guys are absolutely amazing. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like if you haven't already. It's free. And you guys are absolutely wonderful. Calamity Jade, happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed that old clip. Anyways, guys, you guys are fantastic. I love you very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.